Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. Enjoy comfortable rooms and friendly service when you stay with Hilton instead. Save up to 25% this season when you book with Hilton. Hilton for the stay. Terms apply.
Good morning, Crust. It's a great day to be a bread brother.
Ugh, mornings are not my jam. Or jelly.
Oh, come on. Stop loafing around.
I just woke up feeling hollow inside.
Psst, just grab one of the new Morning Uncrustables sandwiches, like Bright-Eyed Berry or Up and Apple, filled with 12 grams of protein and tons of deliciousness. Crust, what are you eating?
It's just granola, not even yogurt.
No crust, no fuss. Uncrust your mornings.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. You're ready to move your business forward, but first, you need to find the right team. Start your search with Indeed-sponsored jobs. It can help you reach qualified candidates fast, ensuring your listing is the first one they see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs are 90% more likely to report a hire than non-sponsored jobs. See the results for yourself. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
The Freddy Fazbear box just dropped at Popeyes for $7.99, and it's scary good. Garlic palm tenders and cheesy bites with marinara sauce. Upgrade to the deluxe box for $12.99 and get a 20-ounce drink in a cupcake cup. Dig in
before it's too late.
Try the Freddy Fazbear Crunch menu, now at Popeyes. See Five Nights at Freddy's 2, only in theaters. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants. Prices may vary.
Building a portfolio with Fidelity Basket Portfolios is kind of like making a sandwich. It's as simple as picking your stocks and ETFs, sort of like your meats and other toppings, and managing it as one big, juicy investment. Now that's pretty good. Learn more at Fidelity.com/baskets. Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Hello and welcome to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. We are so excited to bring you this show.
Our podcast is all about unraveling all of your favorite mysteries from the Assassin's Creed games. Each episode we'll be talking about a different topic in the Assassin's Creed universe. From Pieces of Eden, solar flares, and the Isu, to the Hidden Ones, the Order of Ancients, and of course, the Animus. We will seek to uncover it all.
So join us and maybe even take a leap of faith.
Hello and welcome to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. My name is Shelby. You also know me as She-Cup, and I'm here with my co-host.
Hey, I'm Austin or Teacup.
That's right. So we are back with another lore episode about the objective board missions of Shadows, which I know it's been a little bit since we've done a character deep dive. We did Teddy Roosevelt, Assassin versus Templar. We had a patron chat, so I think it's really been over a month since we've had a Assassin's Creed Shadows objective board episode. That's a lot of words to say all in one clause.
That was a lot. It has been a while, but we're here to dive back. And today it was worth the wait because we're not just doing one objective board.
We're doing two.
We are doing two. These are relatively short. These are side quests that you could easily, just like if you're streaming through the game, you could miss. One of them these are also ones that you can just accidentally stumble upon. And then you get that little sense of like unknown organization.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely did that with the second one we're going to talk about.
Right, exactly. I think I did too. I definitely have done. I don't know if I did it the first time with the first one, but I have accidentally killed members of this first one that we're going to talk about. So we'll talk about one, then we'll have a mid-break, and then we'll talk about the other. So the first one is the Kabukimono, which this objective circle is very, very early in the game. You can get it in Setsu and Kantano by talking to some people. And so the Kabukimono are ronins, or lawless samurais, who disrupt the social harmony and scorn the law and customs of the land. They're also described to be colorful ronin, and this is evidence from their flashy attire that make them visually distinctive compared to the other people surrounding them. They also do not care if innocents suffer as the consequence of their action. They are mainly found in Setsu, the first region of the game, but the later three are found in Harima, which is a kind of mid-tier area of the game that you unlock later. That you might. So this would be a quest that you start, but you could start as Naoe, but you probably wouldn't finish until you unlocked Yasuke. And so to unlock this, you proceed to Nishinomiya Shrine Town and talk to Shinyo in front of the shrine, and he will explain that this group of ronin or bandits scorn the law and customs. So Naoe, or Yasuke, if you do it later, takes it upon herself to bring justice to the innocents. And so you go through and you assassinate these targets and you can do this even before you acquired the quest by just stumbling upon them. Like, especially if you are like me, which is like, okay, I want to go find all of the chests and clear all of the outposts before I do anything so that I have all the gear I want. Like, so that I can, and my idea is like, I want to unlock all the gear so that I can use it throughout the game. I don't want to get to the end of the game and finally find, this is the sword I want to use.
Right, and so you have a level 13 sword that looks cool, but you've progressed way past.
Yes, and so you can very easily stumble upon this. If you follow the quest from talking to Shinyo, you will unlock the clues for the first 5 members of the circle. And we'll talk about these members in a little bit. After you do that, you will receive a note that will allow you to choose how you want to resolve this quest. First, you can individually hunt them down, or you can challenge them, bringing them all into one spot. Regardless of what you do, you will bring them to Harima. You would either have to hunt them down, taking them down, or you can fight them all at once. I will tell you that I fought them all at once in my first playthrough, and I was determined to try to do it as Naoe, because I was like, I started this as Naoe, I want to finish it. I died probably 10 times.
I don't remember which way I chose, which means I probably hunted them down. I feel like I would remember it if I had like a 3-way battle like that. And the only really battle I remember like that is the objective board we talked about a few weeks ago, or the last time, whenever it was, with the family. So I guess I hunted them down.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I did this one.
Yes, I definitely did this one too. I don't think I've ever hunted them down, because in subsequent playthroughs, I went into a new game plus and was like, okay, I'm going to do this, and like as Naoe with all my abilities and take them down, and I did. And it was very satisfying. So any other thoughts about the last objective, this objective board?
Really my kind of like overall thoughts, and I know that we haven't really gone into each of them so far, but I just kind of feel like the Kabukimono are like the epitome of what they classify as a ronin. Like, they're an evil fallen samurai who doesn't care about the people around them, who doesn't care about their community, who is dishonorable. They don't have any honor or character, and I just really feel like this group of people embodies that very well.
Yeah, I definitely agree with this. I think that if they were not like the colorful ronin and one that you unlock pretty early on, I think they'd be forgettable as an objective circle, in all honesty.
I think that's fair, completely. I like I said, I don't even barely remember this one. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we can go ahead and dive in to the members of this circle. So the first one is Chief Cuckoo. That's correct. Cuckoo.
Yeah, but it's like the bird, like a cuckoo clock.
And so he has his gang that travels from village to village, and they basically squat in the home of others until they decide to move on. So they just kind of like go all over the place and take people's food and resources and are just a general nuisance to everyone around them. And then you have Big Suki, which is and then this is a gang of Ronin with their leader that have traded their honor for sake. They do not care who suffers to keep the party going. So again, like this objective circle very much gives into that like hedonistic idea of like, we're just going to do what feels good. We're just going to do what we enjoy and we have fun regardless of the care for anyone else. And then we have the Grave Dancer, who leads a group that calls themselves the Defilers. They claim the world is corrupt and therefore nothing is sacred. They profane anything that people hold dear. So we've gone from like hedonists, let's just do whatever we want and feel good, to little nihilist anarchists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I will have thoughts at the end of all these.
All right. And then we have the Ember, which leads the Firebrands. They're a gang of lordless samurai who claim they will purify the world with flames. Their actions suggest they simply enjoy destruction.
So now we've gone to pyromania.
Right. This reminds me of the Seeker offshoot in Dragon Age.
The Order of Fiery Promise.
Yes, the Order of Fiery Promise.
Yeah.
And then we have the Ghost General, who is basically a leader who has a large appetite and leads a gang of Ronin who want to eat everything. And then we have the Peacock, and then this is basically what you think is known for his flamboyant style and seeks to attract all Ronin to his banner to lead them. He is definitely the most colorful of the colorful Ronin. And then the last, we have the Laughing Man, which is another elite with a voracious appetite for power and is recruiting all Ronin who can stomach his campaign for consumption.
You missed one.
I did miss one. Lastly, the Corrupt Blade. These last three, the elites, are all the ones you can bring together to fight at once. This one is corrupting the minds of directionless Ronin, twisting them to his dark, destructive desires.
One thing that I do think is interesting about this one compared to some of the others is that, like, normally the objective board is like they're a group together, but there are several of these that have like subgroups of followers under them.
Yes, and they will, and it's not just them you fight when you go to assassinate them. Like, they have their cronies with them.
Yeah, and they will also attack you.
Yes, they will. So any last thoughts about these 8, I think, is how many there are?
I mean, not really. I really do agree with what you said earlier, that these ones are somewhat forgettable. And so just that combined with the fact I feel like they're the epitome of what a Ronin is kind of sums it up.
Yeah, definitely. Again, I will reiterate, yes, very forgettable. Cool concept, maybe not executed the best way. So with that, we can jump into our mid-break.
All right, let's do it.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
We find Vecna, we end this once and for all. Together.
On December 25th.
We have a plan. It's a bit insane. Everyone in?
He knows where we are.
Watch out!
Get ready for one last adventure.
We stay true to ourselves. Stay true to our friends, no matter the cost.
Found you. Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 2 begins December 25th, only on Netflix.
The Who's down in Who Newville were making their list, but some didn't know Walmart has the best brands for their gifts.
What about toys? Do they have brands kids have been wanting all year?
Yep, Barbie, Tony's, and Lego. Gifts that will make them all cheer.
Do you mean they have all the brands I adore?
They have Nintendo, Nespresso, Apple, and more.
What about...
So the Who answered questions from friends till they were blue. Each one listened and shouted, from Walmart? Who knew? Shop gifts from top brands for everyone on your list in the Walmart app.
You look like the one thing in the world that Kiviatis wouldn't take to bed. Can you even see out of that thing?
Mock all you want. When those Malakas and Zakros see this beast charging towards them, they will know fear!
Let's start light. Tell me a joke.
Why must samurai always battle one another? Because there is only one way for a samurai to get ahead. Ahead. I did not say it was a good joke.
Makose! Shoot! Shoot a flying demon!
Okay, welcome to the middle of the show. This is where we take time to talk about all the things that have to do with the Assassin's Creed lore cast and not the lore of Assassin's Creed. So the first thing that I have to shout out is our amazing patrons. Thank you all patrons for your financial support. We greatly appreciate you. And as it is the holiday season, every year we do an all patron chat in December, which means that every single patron, regardless of your tier, regardless of how much you support us, regardless of if you've been on a patron chat or not, all of you are welcome to come on our December patron chat, where we will be playing a game that will be revealed. And we hope all of you are able to join us. And if you are interested in doing that, you can sign up at any tier and join us in December, which really will be in just about 1 week. So if you're interested, sign up soon. And I do have a review to read, which is the next best way to support us. And you can leave a review on Apple, Spotify, on YouTube, anywhere you listen to our show. You can leave a comment, a rating, a review. And if you send it to us in a one of the ones we don't typically check, we'll read that out too. And so I have one to read today from Spotify. It comes from Emmanuel. And Emmanuel said, greatest lore podcast I have ever encountered as of yet. Teacup and She-Cup have given me a lot of information that I didn't know about and have helped me understand and comprehend the games on a deeper level, which have helped me play the game in a different light. I appreciate all their hard work and understanding of what it takes to make a very successful and engaging podcast. I would like to see maybe in the future an episode on the correct way to play the games based on each storyline. Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for that review, and we'll definitely keep your suggestions in our back pocket for future seasons of the show. And the last thing that I have to shout out is our Discord server. We always say it's the greatest place on the internet, and I do believe that. And you can find the link in the episode description to come and join us over there on Discord. And so with that, I think, Austin, we are ready to get back into the show.
All right, let's do it.
This episode is brought to you by Casamigos Tequila. What do you bring to a holiday party? Simple, a bottle of Casamigos. Because nothing gets the party started like a Casamigos margarita, which isn't just for summer. In fact, it's the perfect pour all year round. Casamigos is the gift that always feels right, because anything goes with my Casamigos. Please drink responsibly. Imported by Casamigos Spirits Company, White Plains, New York. Casamigos Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event is on now with awesome deals on their most popular models, including adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe and Santa Fe Hybrid. There's also the stylish Elantra, packed with the latest tech, or go electric with the Ioniq 5 or Ioniq 6. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details. Offers end January 5th, 2026.
This episode is brought to you by McAfee.
Swimsuit, passport, phone, with VPN activated. VPN?
Cell phone service is going to be spotty on vacation, so we'll be using public Wi-Fi.
Sounds sketchy.
Exactly. The networks can leave your personal info, like credit card numbers, exposed to hackers.
McAfee's secure VPN lets you browse and bank safely from wherever, whenever. Learn more at McAfee.com/online protection.
No, you're right. Let's all just screw around while the world falls to pieces.
Hey, this isn't easy, you know.
Right, like we're all on vacation out here? Enough! Look, everyone's under a lot of pressure, but we're the only ones who can stop Abstergo, so we need to keep it together.
She's right. We need to be a hive mind, people.
Anybody up for some reconciliatory yoga? Anyone?
Very funny, guys.
You have my thanks.
Keep the sword, Ezio.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Don't you recognize me? It's a me, Mario!
Uncle Mario?
It's been too long, Nipote. Far too long.
Malaka! Malaka! Malaka!
And so what we're doing next is we started with one that's in the early game, and now we're going to one that's in the later game.
Yes.
And so this is the Winter Raiders, which is making me want to go back and play this game to experience this in a way. This objective quest is similar to the Butterfly Collective, is one that can be played by both, but is written to be played by one.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
If that makes sense. So this one is absolutely meant to be played by Yasuke.
Yes. And I did this with him.
Yes. I did not because I found them all in the cave. So the Winter Raiders are a group of seasoned warriors and seasonal warriors as well. We'll get to that. Turned into vicious marauders who torment Gobo Village and other nearby areas during the winter, using the cold to their advantage to steal away from the villagers and kill anyone who stands in their way. To begin this quest, you travel to Gobo Village, southwest of the key region, and speak with Rin. She will lead you to the village elder. After talking to the elder, the quest will officially start. This is, as we said, this is designed for high-level characters and is located in a high-level region. If I remember correctly, Key is like a level 40-plus region.
I think that's right. It's definitely high level, but I don't remember the number.
Yes, I don't off the top of my head, but that is where it is. It is definitely a late game quest. The Winter Raiders can be tracked and eliminated during the winter season. So to really do this quest, you need to do it during the winter season, which makes it a little difficult sometimes.
I didn't have an issue. Listen, when I did this quest, I literally just stumbled upon them because I was exploring that area. It happened to be winter. I killed like probably half of them, if not more, before it changed to spring, and I realized, I'm gonna have to wait until the next season to finish this.
Mm-hmm. So completing this quest line with Yasuke unlocks a romance quest line with Rin, the quest giver. And in fact, Rin has special dialogue in this where she will say, if you try to do this as Naoe, she'll say, oh, you'll do, but I was expecting a strong samurai to come and handle this. Hinting that Yasuke needs to be the one who does this. You can also complete this objective circle during any season because all of the raiders, if you find a right note, all of the raiders hide out in their hideout during the other seasons. So if you want to go and fight all 5 of them at once in their hideout with all of their goons, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Austin did that.
Mm-hmm.
Austin died many, many times. I actually couldn't do it as Yasuke because there was too many of them. I had to basically take in Naoe, clear all of the regular people, and then use throwing knives to pick off some of them, and then assassinate them one by one, drop a smoke bomb, go out, wait for them to de-aggro, go back, and do that.
That sounds like it took way longer than me waiting for the next season.
Probably, but I feel accomplished.
I am so proud of you.
So any thoughts about them in general before we get into who they are?
Nah, let's get into the individuals.
All right. So the first one we have is Sobe, a disgraced warrior devoted to the Winter Raiders. Sobe has substituted the battlefield with the streets of Gobo. He takes in the name of disorder and disruption as hardworking people are left with nothing. And so he basically just bullies people and takes everything from them. And then we have Akumu. Akumu's shadow comes with the snow, a battle-hardened warrior turned criminal. She strikes fear in the hearts of ordinary people and seasoned fighters alike. When she arrives, the skies darkened with arrows. She was my biggest problem because she would keep shooting at me.
Understandable.
I miss the ability from Eivor that let you throw arrows back at people.
Oh, yeah. That one, I did like that.
Missile
That was
reversal?
nice. Yeah.
And then we have Hyatt. Death lurks in white, a master tactician. Hyatt is the Winter Raiders specialist in ambushes and explosive. He preys upon careless travelers and strikes with silence and deadly precision. Again, one of my problems.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yasha. Yasha, every winter, impressionable minds disappear without a trace. Led astray by the promise of honor and purpose, they enter a trap meticulously crafted by Yasha. So then we have Jinbei, is the last one. And this is brain and brawn. This is the leader of the Winter Raiders, is shrouded in mystery. Driven by revenge, he channels his experience on the battlefield into disrupting from within. And so this is the only one that you cannot encounter outside of the hideout. He remains in the hideout regardless of the season.
Okay.
It's obviously easier to sneak into the hideout and assassinate him
if the other ones are dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the Winter Raiders. Any last thoughts?
Well, just for the listeners' sake, you talked about there is a right way to do this one, and I just am curious if you have more to say on that topic.
I just think the writing tends itself to be done with Yasuke, and I think a lot of these objective circles were meant to be done in a certain way. And I do just kind of wish that they had locked them. Because I just feel like there's a lot that we miss out on because of the open world, because of our ability to do things out of order. And, oh crap, I killed him. Now I've locked myself out of this entire written story and quest or whatever.
Yeah. I just kind of feel like I wish desperately that Ubisoft would drop the insistence on the open world. And not that I'm saying I want it to be like less engaging or less interactive, but like it's okay to have this one thing be locked if you made X choice or if you're playing as Y character. Like we can have some boundaries and put up some walls there. Like it's okay, and as long as I think they give us the ability to like switch right then and there by going to the home screen or whatever, like they did in this game, like, okay, it's fine. Like no big deal. We can do that easily. It just makes for a better story, I think, when they take the time to say, no, this is really written for so-and-so character, and you need to be this character to do it.
Yes, 100%. And I also think that, like, in the past, like, other Assassin's Creed games have been, quote-unquote, like, limited open world, is what I would say. Like, all of us remember going into the thing and getting the pop-up of, like, this area can't be accessed because the genetic memory doesn't line up.
Right. Or like getting the white thing with the like DNA, like the wall, like, oh, you can't go here. Yeah, even without the pop-up.
Exactly. And that's my like thing with that of you can do things out of orders, and like collectibles are collectibles, but none of us get all the collectibles until we finish the main story anyway. Because most of the time you need to unlock like travel patterns or other things like that throughout the thing to be able to like fully collect everything and do that. I just wish that they would decide to tell the story with their game. And like, I don't want the gameplay to become secondary because it is a game. Like that's important. Right. But like, if you want to lock people into playing with Yasuke, like do that. Like, I don't understand the insistence on making Assassin's Creed like every other RPG. The reason that it was so great is because it wasn't like
every other thing. Yeah. No, and I agree with you. And just generally, I feel like the gaming industry is in such a rut that they don't know what to do with it. Maybe not the gaming industry, but like AAA gaming studios, like they have no idea. They're so out of touch with the audience, I think. And to me, I love Shadows. There's a lot of things to love about it as a whole. But to me, these two objective boards really highlight the fact that, like, with this game, there is a lot of missed opportunities. There's a lot of, well, we just threw this in there for you to have like 30 extra minutes of gameplay. And at the end of the day, that's not what gamers care about. That's not what we want to do. We care about there being a story. We care about there being some kind of emotional impact, some kind of reason narratively that we would be doing this. Just for shits and giggles doesn't cut it.
Right. And like, I don't necessarily want this because I know this is hotly debated within this specific fandom, but even the like collecting power system that revolved around, you know, Dragon Age Inquisition, of like you had to do so much stuff to gain influence and power to be able to do the main quests because you had to spend so much. And granted, that grind was not a grind at all because it was so easy to just...
Well, it was also super easy to cheat.
Yes. And I just think that like something like that of like saying like, okay, if you want to progress to this next story, you need to gain renown with the people by doing XYZ objectives. Like you need to like complete these circles to be able to move on to, kind of like in Odyssey where you have to, most of the time you have to eliminate all of the subordinates before you get to like the
main guy,
the master. Or whatever.
Well, and I think, listen, like, let's think about it. There are so many things about a lot of the older Assassin's Creed games, and even really all the games prior to Valhalla, that have new and unique features. But I just kind of feel like, especially since Valhalla, it's been so much more focused on how can we keep up with everybody else? How can we be competitive? What feature from this other franchise can we incorporate into Assassin's Creed? And to me, that's not what Assassin's Creed should be about.
I 100% agree. I think that we really need to kind of return to form on this matter of like getting to the nitty gritty of like having this really, really intriguing story of these plots and moments of betrayal. And like there is like quote unquote a betrayal that we all see coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
With Mitsuhide.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I just feel like we've lost that kind of shock value that comes with like, what do you mean Lucy is a sleeper agent? Like,
yeah.
What do you mean?
I just feel like we've lost the art of good storytelling. And it's not just an Assassin's Creed thing. I think that it's a cultural thing. I mean, look at the most popular shows on TV are remakes or reality TV. The most popular movies are remakes or live action productions, or in some cases, plays turned into the movies. A lot of new music that's coming out is like AI generated trash. And so it's just like, I think in general in our society, we've lost the art of storytelling. And I think Assassin's Creed is just one more example of that.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And just like, because the storytelling is there in Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's just so easy to be overlooked.
It is and it isn't. It's like almost the idea of storytelling is there because, and maybe not the idea, the seeds of it are there, the framework of it. It's like a house that's been built and only framed, and you haven't put up the insulation or the shingles or the drywall. It's, yeah, we started it, but we didn't get the conclusion. Like, we didn't get to finish the narrative of the assassins in Japan.
Right. And like, I'm really tired of, okay, let's go and build the assassins back up.
Yeah.
Like, we've been doing that for so long. And like one of the things that I found so refreshing about Black Flag and Onward, when you're talking about Black Flag and you're talking about Unity and Syndicate, is that they're already there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're already established. By the time you walk in Unity, the assassins are a fully established organization.
Well, and that's one of the things I thought was refreshing about Mirage is that, like, hey, the assassins, they may not be in their heyday, but like they are doing good in Baghdad. And then at the end, it's like, okay, well, we're at square one again.
Right. And I just think that it's worth feeling the sense of like being a part of something larger. And like there was always the point of like, yeah, you were with Desmond and Sean and Rebecca and Lucy and they were doing stuff, but there were already always hints of, oh, there's other assassins out work. Like Sean is coordinating with other assassins around the globe. Like this is a larger organization that is working towards a common goal.
Yeah, true.
And I just think that we've lost sight of that because we finished these assassin modern day storylines and comics.
Mm-hmm.
And then we kind of pick up the pieces there. But I'm going to get on my modern day rant.
I know,
and we need to kind of wrap it up.
Yeah, I was about to say, we don't have time for your modern day soapbox, which I love to hear, don't get me wrong, and very much agree with. But that is not the subject of today's episode. So with that, I think we are done with these two objective board circles. And so I have to say thank you, Austin, for putting the research together and bringing us this episode. It's been an interesting one. About how many objective boards do we have left?
Probably a good bit.
Okay.
There's I think there's 20 plus objective boards.
All right. Well, that's a lot more than I thought. Well, suffice it to say, we'll keep going with the series until we're done. So thank you again, Austin, and thank you for listening to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. You can find us on Twitter at AC Lorecast.
If you have any lore questions or topics to unpack, join our Cups Podcasting and More Discord server. It's the best place on the internet. You can also support us financially through our Patreon. Find us on patreon.com/Assassin's Creed Lorecast. The Assassin's Creed Lorecast is part of the Robots Radio Network. For more information about the Robots Radio Network, join the Discord server via the link in our episode's description.
If you enjoyed the show or learned something new today, please subscribe, leave us a review, and join the Patreon. And if you enjoyed our intro and outro music, make sure you give a big thank you to Pipeman Studios. Thank you, Pipeman. Thanks again for listening to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. And always remember, Assassins, stay in the shadows to serve the light.
Here, wishing you a very happy half-off holiday, because right now Mint Mobile is offering you the gift of 50% off unlimited. To be clear, that's half price, not half the service. And Mint is still premium unlimited wireless for a great price. So that means a half day, yeah? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
How well do you know your video game lovers? Have you ever wondered how your video game bays stack up against all the other delectable digital dates?
I'm Genesis, the girl whose motto in life is love, laugh, tequila. And on Two Girls, One Ship, we analyze, rate, and review all that the world of video game romances has to offer.
And I'm Vervada, the hopeless romantic cat lady and lifelong gamer.
But you should know that our podcast centers on character and romance analysis and doesn't shy away from exploring the fun of physical connection.
Or from the deep emotional connections built between two characters, using specific in-game dialogue and the overall narrative journey. So join the Two Girls, One Ship shipsters, and remember,
beauty is in the eye of the controller.